Hey, what's up, guys? So it's your boy Movie TV back at it again. Today we're going to be talking about how you could get max frames in Modern Warfare 3. As you can see, I'm running about like 300 to 350. I'll give my specs down below on the setup I'm running. All right, so we're going to go into settings under display, the display tab. You're going to keep it on full screen borderless. You could get a little more frames on full screen exclusive, but I personally keep it on borderless so I could tab in and out of my windows. For your screen refresh rate, be sure you have this set to 240 or whatever your max refresh rate for your monitor is. Initially, when I started up Modern Warfare 3, it was on 60. So I wasn't getting the full potential of what my monitor can handle. Aspect ratio, I keep this on automatic. Moving down to display gamma, I think this is by default 2.2 sRGB. Constrained mouse to game window I have off, and then the rest of these I believe are, I think, custom settings. I'm going to go ahead and go over them. Eco mode preset, I have it on custom. VSync gameplay, I have it on off. VSync menu, I have it off. And then this is where you could customize your frame limit. Custom frame rate limit, the drop down menu, make sure you have this on custom. And then I have my gameplay custom frame limit set to 250 frames, menu custom frame rate limit set to 120, and then the out of focus custom frame rate limit to 30. Focus mode, I have it on 90, and then the high dynamic range HDR, I keep it on automatic. I've heard people turning it off for better frames. I personally just keep it on automatic. Moving on to quality. Right here, make sure your render resolution is set to 100. If you don't have like a high-end performing system, you could lower your render resolution and improve your frame rate, but the game's going to look less crispy. It's going to look fuzzy. On the other spectrum, if you do have like a very beast high-end gaming PC, you could bump this up to 120 and you'll get better performance, or sorry, better looking game, very crisp, clean. For dynamic resolution, I keep this on off. Upscaling sharpening, you could play with this. Personally, I have a 7900 XTX. It's an AMD GPU, so I don't use NVIDIA image scaling, or I guess they only have NVIDIA image scaling now, but I personally use Fidelity CAS, Fidelity FX CAS, and I keep it at 75. This is also my Warzone setting. For VRAM scale target, I have it on 90, and then variable rate shading. I'm not sure what this does, but I keep it on. It was by default on, and that's what I've kept it at. Moving on to details and texture. Texture resolution, very low. Texture filter anisotropic, low. Depth of field off. Detail quality level high. Particle resolution high. Bullet impacts and persistent effects are both off. Shader quality on medium. On texture streaming, I have it on off. Local texture streaming quality, normal. Shadow quality. Moving on to the shadow and lighting tab. Shadow quality, high. Screen space shadows, high. Ambient occlusion and screen space reflections, both off. Static reflection quality, high. Moving on to environment tessellation, off. Terrain memory, max. Volumetric quality, high. Deferred physics quality high, weather grid volumes ultra, and water quality on all. Moving on to view, this is an interesting thing that I heard about. I'm not sure if it's true, I haven't tested it, but apparently if you bump your field of view down even one, from 120 to 119, it improves frame rate. I've pretty much just kept it on that. ADS field of view, effective. Weapon field of view, default. Third person field of view, 80. And the rest of these are, I believe, default. Vehicle field of view, world motion blur, and weapon motion blur, keep these off. Film grain, I have at 0. First person, third person, and spectator camera, default. Third person ADS, I think that's default. And last but not least, the inverted flashbang I have off. I think that's when, if you get flashbanged, it turns black instead of white. And that's going to be it for my Modern Warfare 3 settings. Hopefully this worked out for you. If it did, be sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.